Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your monthly predictions reading. A massive happy birthday to the Capricorns who will be celebrating in December. This is going to be a December general predictions reading focusing on Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venuses, or people who have strong Capricorn placement. So if you are not a Capricorn and you are here cross-watching, you're more than welcome to stay. I just need you to know that I'm a very honest reader. So this is your warning. You may hear or see something you do not like. Now, I'm going to start this reading by shuffling some oracle cards out, which will tell us the three main themes your sign can expect to experience in the month ahead. I just want to say I am aware of the fact that I missed last month's love predictions reading, so we're going to do a little quick love check-in at the end of your reading. It'll only go for a couple of minutes, but we'll get as much information as we can just to make up for that lost reading in the middle of the month. And I do hope to do another one in terms of a more detailed love predictions reading in the middle of this month as well. So stay tuned for that. Without further ado, let's tune into your energy, Cappies. What can Capricorn expect in the month ahead? What is a major theme for Capricorn in December, Spirit? What is a major theme for Capricorn in December? Okay, we got a flipper. Ooh, a man holding a coin in the reverse position. I'm actually shaking a little bit for y'all. Cornucopia is at the back of the deck. You do need to focus more on your income in December. There is a strong financial message here of secure that bag. Don't slacken off, but also I see that you may need to be more goal or task oriented in December, because the only thing standing between you and your success is you, apparently, and following through with a plan or staying consistent with how you approach your goals, especially your financial goals. Spirit saying don't slacken off, stay consistent. What is another key theme for Capricorn in the month ahead? We will be clarifying all these themes with tarot as usual. We have opal coming out, more Capricorn energy. I'm really shaking for you guys. Oh, it feels like, you know, when you carry something in your hands for too long and you get the shakes, that's what it feels like. Opal has a lot of imagery, so feel free to go back and pause it if you want to look at that more in depth. Last card for your last theme. What can Capricorn expect in the month ahead? What is a major theme for Capricorn? I'm hearing Numb by Linkin Park. That's interesting. We'll see if that has any relevance later on. We have sidereal space. Okay. So I'm hearing enter the void. Rotation and revolution. Keep on keeping on seems to be a major theme for you. Overall, the overall energy that I'm getting is possibilities and you needing to be more aware of how your effort is precious and it needs to be tuned into the things that you want and the things that you believe you can achieve. There is a feeling of success and abundance. There's also a feeling of like overindulging in things. So I think that in the month ahead, you're going to have to be very careful about like what you give, because your efforts are precious and it doesn't deserve to be wasted is the main message that I'm getting. I do see you turning something over and trying to kind of revolutionize it. This feels like something that hasn't been working or something that you've been working really hard on. You're kind of going, well, listen, if this isn't working this way, like let's try it this way instead. I do see troubleshooting and problem solving. I can also see a lot of hard work. Saturn is saying you may be going through some pretty tough karmic lessons in December, some lessons around like your efforts and how much you put into things, as well as how you work towards a solution. Communication is coming through as your like a strong suit and something that you need to use a lot in December, because clear communication could help you get to where you need to be faster. Inconsistent communication could definitely cause major delays and create some karmic lessons. Your root chakra is saying you have a strong desire to protect yourself in December. There's this feeling of you trying to kind of go into hibernation mode and just kind of being very protective and careful with your energy. But I want to say with cornucopia here, it seems like aside from you kind of keeping close to yourself and just wanting to be very cautious and careful, there's also this temptation of, well, like, why don't I just, you know, let loose a little bit? Why don't I just kind of put my toe in that behavior again? So I do see you kind of getting a bit fiendish, a bit devilish here, and overindulging in some things, while also beating yourself up for for kind of falling off the bandwagon a little bit at times. But let's get into it. We'll clarify this first theme more in depth. What is the man holding a coin theme about for Capricorn? We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. I am getting a selfish energy here. I'm getting a hoarder energy, someone who's withholding, someone who isn't being completely open about what they want. This feels like an immature energy. It is connected to a sense of reunion or friendship. Is there anything else you can tell Capricorn about this man holding a coin? What is this about, Spirit? What is this theme about? Okay. We have the Six of Swords reversed. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who wants to kind of another go at things. There is a person here, but I feel like the man holding a coin is you. I can't lie. Like, there is another person's energy here, but this person is either immature or they just don't really know how to kind of bridge the distance between you and them, because they're showing up as someone who is stunted when it comes to how they operate and the behavior that they're choosing to use in this situation. The Six of Swords reverse does tell me that you're revisiting something from the past, and usually we're looking at a conversation or a situation with a person and how we want to move forward now instead of what happened. But I think in December there is also a feeling with the Three of Cups of you trying to figure out, like, well, what do I want from this? If it does involve another person, you're trying to figure out, like, is it bringing me joy? Is it making me feel good? Is this connection with them, or is this situation with them actually positive? It's highly likely that this is a friend more than anything, or somebody who ends up turning into a friend. But I do feel like you're trying to keep the vibes friendly here, even if you are resonating with this being more romantic. It's like you want to just keep the vibes friendly, light, and joyful. But with those two pages reversed, it does feel like someone is struggling to kind of meet expectations, or they're not as mature as they may have presented or as they promised they would be. There may be unresolved communication issues in this situation that have caused setbacks and delays. Someone needs to maybe get something off their chest over here. And I think the reason why we have man holding a coin here reversed is all of this could be impacting your bag, and it could be impacting your ability to work towards your financial goals by causing distractions. I definitely see a social situation distracting you from your finances, your money. Is there anything else they need to know about this situation before we move on? Is there anything else Capricorn needs to know about this situation? Oh, wow. We have the Eight of Cups coming out in the upright position. We have the Sun reversed. And we have the Daughter of Swords. So this is another page. The Page of Swords is saying there's a curious energy about this. What if this? What if that? Like, I'm excited, but distracted as well. There's a distracted feeling over here. And this distracted feeling seems like it's actually destructive as well, in the sense that it's sabotaging the potential of other areas of your life that are growing, if that makes sense. You feel distracted over here, and it is impacting your success. Now, the other thing you need to know is, if it doesn't make you happy, walk away. That's the strong message I'm getting with the Eight of Cups upright and the Sun reversed. You may have been very curious or interested about it in this situation in the beginning, but it feels like if it isn't making you happy, walk away. I think you may be in a situation where you're looking like, is the grass greener on the other side? And I do see an unhappiness, or at least a lack of emotional development in a situation, prompting you to want to explore other options. I also think with the Sun reversed, your goal here is your well-being, and maybe you're being a bit selfless in this situation and not prioritizing your own well-being. It does feel like we're kind of trying to kind of even look at the bright side in a really bad situation. So let's have a look at what the advice is I'll shuffle that card back in because I didn't technically ask yet. What is the advice for Capricorn in this situation? We have the Daughter of Pentacles again. So Page of Pentacles again. Listen, you reap what you sow, but the Page of Pentacles reversed is saying that this is a situation that is showing you its truth. You're either dealing with a very immature person or you're dealing with a situation that isn't on your level. At the back of the deck was the Hermit. You're wizened, you're evolved, you're more... you're coming across as more experienced than what the situation is giving you credit for. It feels like you're dealing with a situation that can't catch up to you. It can't meet you at your level. So your advice is to just be practical and reasonable and stay grounded in the reality of that. You can't change certain things, you can't change people. You have to let them want to change for themselves. And I think that if you are dealing with a person, they're not quite at your level and they're not quite able to keep up with the change that they would need to have in order to be a part of your life. So that's what I'm kind of seeing over there. I know, heavy, but let's keep going. We'll have a look at this opal energy next. What can you tell Capricorn about this opal theme in their December month? What can you tell Capricorn about this opal theme in their December month? We have the Six of Cups reversed. We also have the Ten of Pentacles coming out upright. What can you tell Capricorn about this opal theme? We have the Empress upright as well. And at the back of the deck, we have the King of Swords. I see you really... definitely in planning mode here. The King of Swords is someone who is trying to make a decision about something. They often come across as like a mediator or some sort of like judge even, I've heard people say. But personally, I feel like you are trying to weigh something up. You're trying to look at the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, this, the that, you know, like what if this, what if that. It feels like this opal is about making plans for the future. It feels like what you're trying to navigate has to do with effort and it has to do with how much work you put into these plans. I do see a lot of thinking with opal, and I also see your heart kind of, or your connection to something that was once very fond impacting your ability to make a clear decision. With the Six of Cups reversed, there's a nostalgic energy here of being connected to a what if feeling of something that happened in the past. And the Ten of Pentacles is saying, like, can this turn into something bigger? I think that this theme is about long-term planning, and it feels like Spirit is going to be trying to show you signs to focus on certain aspects of your life that are filled with promise and growth, rather than get distracted by other aspects of your life that cannot measure up to the growth that you deserve. So I do think that you need to stay very grounded and aware. And the Empress here is saying that the right things are going to grow very easy, very naturally. Excuse me. Sorry, my dog. So I see the Empress as someone who has this ability to nurture and kind of fertilize anything, really. But in this situation, I also believe that you don't have to try too hard to make the right things grow. It does feel like you're a very fertile person, and in December there is a strong feeling here of making sure that you are aware of how fertile you are and how much growing you can offer and contribute. So let's get some more information, because I do believe there's another message in here that I can't pull from those three cards. Spirit, what else can you tell Capricorn about their December month? What is this opal? What is all this growing energy about? We have the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. We have the Two of Swords in the upright position. What is this growing energy about? And we have the Sun of Swords. Okay, at the back of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. It is about direction. It feels like you're trying to figure out which direction do I go in. You're getting more clarity on what your options are and what your choices are, and you're going to feel less like a victim, especially if you've been stunted by other people's... Excuse me, I just realized I'm still wearing my necklace. Sometimes that affects the microphone, so I'm going to take that off. especially if you've felt stunted by other people's actions or lack thereof. I think with the Son of Swords upright, there is a feeling here of how do I move from here and what direction do I take, because you want to take action quickly, swiftly, but you just want to make sure that it's coming from the right place. So I do see you moving quite fast on something that you've made your mind up on. Once you have the clarity, once you feel the control, you're going to want to just kind of go straight for it and either nip it in the bud or just take very swift action. Because as one door opens, another door is closing over here. With the Two of Wands reversed, you're just trying to figure out how to do it. That's what it feels like. So what is the advice for Capricorn with this opal energy? I also want to say that when it does come to work, I think that you will find yourself committing yourself to a long-term plan in your career and to a situation that can offer more development. It feels like this has to do with a lifestyle development and kind of making sure that you have a balanced lifestyle outside of your workplace rather than just a boosted salary package. It also feels like with the Empress here, you're trying to sow seeds. That's what this feels like. It doesn't feel like you're trying to cultivate something that you've already planted. It's like, no, I'm trying to kind of grow more. That's what it kind of feels like over here. The other thing I was getting is I do see a lot of fertility here in general. So if you're not wanting to start a family, be very careful. If you are wanting to start a family, December looks like a good month for you, especially because you're so conscious of your actions, your effort, and how you're getting to where you want to be. So any little ideas you have around boosting your fertility are connected to your natural instincts of growth right now. So I do think that you are subconsciously going to be very fertile and able to grow a lot, including a child if you wanted to. December seems to be a very fertile month for you in general. So what is the advice here for Capricorn, please, Spirit? Thank you. We have the Lovers card with the Ace of Pentacles reversed at the back of the deck. So I see this as advice around decision making. Spirit saying you may need to be selfish in order to make the right choices for yourself in December, i.e. putting your desires first, putting your wants and needs at the top of the pyramid. And I think when it comes to the Lovers here, there is communication that may be needed in order to make the right decision. You may need to gather information. You may need to do a bit of research. You may need to have a serious conversation. But I am seeing ultimately that the decision that you make is serious when it comes to your future, and it shouldn't be taken lightheartedly, and it shouldn't be something that you compromise for the sake of appeasing somebody else. There is a feeling of put yourself first, do what is right by all means with that King of Swords there, but when it comes to making the decision, it is about what is best for you and how can you grow from here as well. So that's what I'm seeing with Opal. Let's keep going. We'll have a look at sidereal space now. What is sidereal space about for Capricorn in December? What is sidereal space about for Capricorn in December, Spirit? Okay, get one more card. There we go. At the back of the deck, we have the Hanged One in the reversed position. Let me just wipe my nose really quickly. What is the Hanged One trying to tell Capricorn? I feel like this energy is about sticking to your guns, in the sense of sticking to your gut instinct and your intuition. There is a feeling of almost there being too much possibility, of there being too much potential, too much kind of, I don't know where this is going vibes, especially with sidereal space being here. It's like you're in a room and the room is just infinite. And with the Hanged One reversed, this is causing confusion, and this is leading to us overthinking what our heart truly wants and what our intuition is truly telling us. So Spirit is saying if in December you feel a bit discombobulated and disconnected from your truth, you already have the answers. You need to find the ability to ground yourself and remind yourself of what your heart truly wants and of what the signs and what your intuition is telling you, because it does feel like this confusion has a lot to do with us reaching and searching into the infinite number of possibilities and outcomes when actually there's only one thing that we really want. So let's have a look at what Tarot is telling us. We have the Two of Swords again for you, this time upright under sidereal space, we also have the Five of Cups reversed. I like that, some positive thinking. The glass is half full, not half empty. And we have the Page of Swords again. So curiosity, there is an energy here of you being surrounded by a lot of immature behavior, a lot of kind of immature people. I'm seeing so many pages, so people who are younger than you, or people who just can't kind of match your energy when it comes to what you, how you choose to communicate and how you choose to act and act in certain situations. It feels like you're going to be surrounded by people who don't know how to kind of relate or converse with you appropriately. Now, I also see a strong overthinking energy over here, but for it to be a Page of Swords reversed, the overthinking is stemming from you wondering how things are kind of going to play out and where things are going to go. I do think that you may be in this energy just because it's the end of the year. Maybe it's your birthday month as well, and you're just kind of in this very reflective mood with the Hanged One reversed. But for the Five of Cups to be reversed here, just be wary of dwelling in those heavy feelings, because it does feel like a natural process of needing to kind of feel some things a bit deeper, a bit heavier, but try not to hold on to them and harbor them and relish in them. It will be a quick sort of mood change if you let it. You may have moments where you feel down, but I feel like they are meant to be temporary. I do see you accidentally dwelling in them a little bit longer than necessary because you seem to be unsure of how things are going to turn out. There's a strong feeling of uncertainty in your reading and just feeling conflicted and indecisive. Spirit, is there anything else you can tell Capricorn about this energy, this sidereal space energy? Is there anything else you can tell Capricorn about this sidereal space energy? Is there anything else? There's a lot of cups coming out here. Your mood and your emotions are coming through quite strongly over here. At the back of the deck, we have the Mother of Swords. So it does feel like something that is on your mind a lot. Mother of Cups, Spirit, what's going on over here? Two of Cups, a separation. Could be overthinking a separation. We have the Father of Pentacles with the Mother of Pentacles, counterpart vibes, and the Nine of Swords. There is a feeling of someone that you're very fond of, that you have strong feelings for, feeling like they're at a distance to you, or like there's an emotional separation and you are overthinking this. There's actually a lot of anxiousness, anxious thoughts, and stress associated with this energy. For these two counterparts to come out, it feels like we're overthinking a connection we have to somebody, or we're overthinking the importance of this relationship. And I do wonder if with the Mother of Swords we're nitpicking the situation as well, and we may be hyper fixated on some helpful, unhelpful details that are making us feel even more confused. It does feel like someone has captivated your heart and they've kind of confused your head a little bit over here as well, made the whole situation very, very confusing. I want to say that this is a major theme, but it doesn't have to be in December. There is a strong feeling of you being able to get over this quickly if you let yourself, or you're going to find yourself dwelling on it. Is there a reason why this person is showing up in Capricorn's reading? I feel like your messages could all be about love. Again, didn't that happen last month as well? We have the Father of Cups. Yeah, so there is a kindred energy here of both kind of having strong feelings, a strong connection to each other, but there is a feeling of us overthinking it. And then there's also a feeling of separation and emotional distance. For some of you, you could be calling a situation quits, or you could be missing somebody a lot and just thinking about them a lot and feeling like you're not able to kind of get closer. I feel like social media isn't going to be helpful for the Page of Swords to be here reversed and for the Two of Swords to be upright. It feels like we don't know where we stand and we don't know where we're going. And so that's what's making this situation even more confusing and frustrating, because you know the truth, but we're not really able, we don't feel like we're able to take action on it. So what is the advice advice in the sidereal space energy, Spirit. Capricorn, you've had a very specific reading. We have the Four of Swords. So I feel like this Four of Swords is saying, when it comes to this theme, your advice is to just try to find peace with what is happening and try not to overdo it. And I know this is easier said than done. It's easy to say don't overthink it, but with the Four of Swords being here, you're not supposed to be taking drastic action. You're not supposed to be pushing yourself unnecessarily, and you're not supposed to be in super deep planning mode. This is actually supposed to be rest mode, rejuvenation mode, and recharge mode. You're not supposed to push yourself beyond that and extend yourself beyond that. Just sit where you are and try to find peace in your present moment. Again, I know that's so much easier said than done, but that's the message Spirit wants you to know. The back of the deck, we have the Sun of Cups. So if it's meant to be, it'll be. Especially if this is a romantic situation, I do see an offer, and I see movement and action being taken, but it feels like it's tentative. It feels like it's nervous, it's shy, and it needs a little bit of an opening as well. So maybe that's why you just need to be in rest mode and try not to overcompensate, you know, just give space for the other person to step forward if this is a love situation. If it's not a love situation, the Sun of Cups is saying you will be given an offer that is what you want in this vast and empty space. You are going to have a favorable outcome while you are maybe very anxious about the unlimited opportunity and potential, and it's making you question and overthink things. I do see a favorable outcome from your stillness and from you being able to find peace. So let's have a quick look at what you can expect in love in the month ahead. What can Capricorn expect in love in the month ahead? We have the Two of Cups reversed. That separation is coming out again. You being separated from someone or feeling like you are missing someone. What else can Capricorn expect in love? The Ten of Cups, you're still going to be surrounded by loved ones though. You have plenty of options for connection and emotional fulfillment. Family is coming through very strongly in December, and having the opportunity to be more aware of the unresolved cycles and the loose ends in love. There seems to be a karmic lesson here in love. Maybe this lesson has to do with slowing down or getting the opportunity to observe things differently instead of just rushing forward towards certain goals within relationships. I see the World card reversed as like loose ends and us having unfinished business. This does feel like a karmic situation in which you are being given everything you need, but maybe what you wanted is still out of reach. And so you're having to kind of find temperance within yourself of kind of managing your emotions and expectations around what you want versus what you need. Because I do see December being about family and just those strong sort of connections that do remain consistent through the ups and downs. But there's another connection that you feel is a counterpart connection that you seem to be very stressed over and you seem to be worried about. And that is where I believe we have that unfinished, the world energy. The back of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. So there's a strong focus on success and you putting yourself first, trying to boost your confidence, trying to boost your self-esteem, and just really focusing on the victories and the positive moments and the achievements of the month ahead, which is going to positively impact your love life as well. I do see a favorable outcome in your love life. I just think that there is a temporary feeling of going backwards or being stuck. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn, when it comes to your December month. A massive happy birthday again to the December Capricorn bebes. Thank you so much for joining me. Your reading was very specific, so if it didn't resonate 100%, you may have messages in your other signs. I encourage you to look there as well. Otherwise, thank you so much for your time, energy, and support. I wish you a prosperous, abundant, successful, joyful, happy month ahead, and I shall connect with you in another video. Bye!